Well, Tex, let's go and enjoy this game. It's going to be a banger. Jafonso versus NiKSNEB, the featured match of the first round of the FC Pro Open.
Well then, here we go. We're back again for another year of the FC Pro Open, and we start off our journey in week 1 on the 25th of November. 8 weeks of action taking you through these winter months as we go into the new year. And potentially, Ryan, we might be on our way to find a new FC Pro Open champion. Of course, PHN is in the mix of 24 players, but it might not be him, looking at the stat roster we have this year.
Yeah, the tournament this year, in my opinion, has gone up in the level of quality. You've got players looking maybe their first tournament, with their first FC Pro Open experience, to make a name for themselves. You've got returners as well, who would of course look to perform better than they did last year. Particularly in this group, you've got MARK11, in my opinion, one of the best players in the world. Last year didn't have the greatest of tournaments, and I'm sure he's got vengeance on the horizon. But Jafonso, you can see he's won heaps of money, and of course that came primarily from last season, winning the EASports World Cup.
I'm sure it'll be a lot more as well. I said it in commentary last year. I don't think he'll ever have a year like he did in our FC24 season. He won the MLS, and of course he went on to win the EASports World Cup Championship, where he picked up $300,000. He faces NiKSNEB, who did beat Tex, rightly so, on his way to qualify for this tournament. A little bit less in career earnings. A lot of it came through the 2v2 World Championships back in 2023, but by no means least a serious player, and I think you could argue, as Tex was saying, one of the best mechanically gifted players. He will skill, he will offer so much, and if you saw the game against Tex that he played, sorry to keep mentioning it, it was ruthless, especially with Mbappe.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, it was about 3-0 in 10 minutes or so. He was flying, and I'm sure he'll hope to have this start against Jafonso, because playing on main stage is different, especially at the level of competition now, this tournament. The stakes are slightly higher. You know that you want to get off to the best of starts, because what's at stake, the prize money for the rest of the season as well, is so important.
No, absolutely. As we said, this will be our main featured game. Not forgetting that we have got FacuCowen against Stingray, and then CHARIF against MARK11, which has already kicked off here. Welcome back to the FC Pro Open. It is so nice to be back. Remember, there are a handful of viewership rewards on the line tonight as well, including an on-loan Karim Benzema's FC Pro Live item, and even a rare players pack as well, if you are shooting in for long enough tonight. Linking your EA account to your Twitch account. Well, let's jump back to our feature game now. This will be our main stay as we join it straight away. Jafonso might have only just put pen to paper with EASports 24 hours ago. 1.5 minutes into the game, Ryan. He's already backing up why he's #1 in the world.
Yeah, but a minute in, he started as he means to go on. Hansen just working it well in the box. 5-star weak foot. Green time finishing as well, giving him a huge likelihood of scoring. And it's not the start NiKSNEB would have liked. We take a look at the replay with the build-up, the step-overs. Cuts it back to Mbappe. Bobby Charlton, who we scrutinised in the draft show, and playing it back to Hansen. It's an easy goal for him, to be honest. It's a very easy goal and well worked.
We have to speak about the biggest scenario here, Ryan, is that players that didn't have to play the qualifier and got an auto-invite into the FC Pro Open have struggled before.
Yeah, agreed. We've seen it. We saw it last year. Literally, we saw it with a few other players in this competition. But for Jafonso, when I spoke to him before we even started the interview, I was just speaking to him, do you care about being ranked #1? He said he doesn't care at all. He just wants to play, just wants to get started, and it's just a lot of noise for him right now.
Absolutely, what a start he has had in this game. Leads by a goal to 0 in the first minute. As we said, we'll keep it to date with the other matches as well. We want to get involved in the conversation, home as you as well, in the chat. I've got the chat open in front of me now, the Twitch chat I'm talking about. Let us know, which FC Pro Live item are you backing this year? Cheeky chip, is it 2-0? It is! Jafonso! What a start he is having here in his first outing as an Al Nassr player.
It's a crazy start. It's an awful mistake from SNEB. They're trying to play out from the back. He gets it over the top there to Liao. Just a little dink chip. You rarely see that this year in terms of chips when the goalkeeper comes out, but Jafonso, I don't even know how many minutes we are in. I think it's about 5 minutes or so when he's already started off blistering against NiKSNEB.
Well, we were just speaking about NiKSNEB, about how he went, I think, 3 or 4 up against Tex in 15 game minutes. Unfortunately, it's not to be the case this time round for him. The player who does play for 1J Esports was formerly a FootWiz player. We'll be playing against his ex-team a little bit later on this evening in MARK11. One of the biggest interesting points in the team of Jafonso as he looks for a further with Bobby Charlton. Is that player there?
Oh.
Quite an expensive pick, isn't it? 8 million coins was the budget for our players tonight in the FC Pro Open. Would you be spending that much on Bobby Charlton?
Hold on a minute, we've got an update. It's FacuCowen against Stingray. It's a ball across the box there. Drogba with an easy finish. And FacuCowen takes the lead against one of the tournament favourites, if you base it on form anyway, in Stingray. But as you were saying, the budget in terms of Charlton, I wouldn't have opted with Charlton. I would have opted to use someone like Drogba, just based on what the meta is right now. He's aerially dominant. You can use him from corners, power shots.
But you might be able to see on screen there as well. I just asked in the chat which FC Pro Live item you are investing in or maybe been lucky enough to pack. As you can see, Fabio Carvalho on the left-hand side for Jafonso. One single win here, just 3 points tonight from any of our players will upgrade that item by a +1 on the overall rating.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, Brandon. I'm half commentating, I'm half looking at the companion app.
I thought you'd been trading these last 24 hours. What have you been spending your money on?
Yeah, Jafonso, I've invested. Fabio Carvalho topped up this club, maybe 2 million coins invested.
Well, the great thing about these live items are as well, you still can get involved in this across the next 8 weeks, by the way, including the finals in February, which you can attend to, by the way. There will be an open live crowd here in London. Maybe we could see just as good of a final as we saw last year with Anders Vergang and PH in with those last-minute celebrations. We're seeing loads of your suggestions coming in. Wout Weghorst. Wout Weghorst is already one of those players, Ryan, which is a terror to play against, especially later into the year. We don't need that sort of item this early into the year. Corner comes in, could be on for a third. Oh. Courtois, that's not a good save at all. Still keeps his chance open for Jafonso as he'll look to recycle it with Bobby Charlton. It's Tana Bonmati that eventually breaks the attack down. Oxlade-Chamberlain.
Do you know what? If he had centre mid as an item, I think I would have invested. But I think obviously now he doesn't. You have to risk hoping that Sneb gets 10 points to potentially get that position. And he's on the attack here, trying to get a goal back.
There's the cut back. There's Courtois. I know our very own Richard Buckley has invested quite a lot in that Oxlade-Chamberlain. He might not be very happy with the start that NiKSNEB has had. I said there's 2 other games taking place here. We'll give you an update, a big update, in fact, in the Stingray game. Well, we're hearing that he had a penalty from this moment here. Van der Sar comes out, clatters the attacker. Massive chance for Stingray to pull himself back into the game and make it a 1-1 scoreline. As you see Jafonso go 3 goals to the good. Upstairs Bruno Fernandes, he misses the chance. You won't get a better opportunity than that from the spot. And as you can see in the right bottom corner of your screen, Jafonso is quite enjoying his first ever time being in the FC Pro Open.
Yeah, this is a crazy start. You can see briefly from the stats, 20 minutes played and it's all been Jafonso just dominant. 3 goals up and it's going to be a mountain to climb for NiKSNEB. We know Jafonso is not afraid to keep possession, and I'm sure for NiKSNEB he just needs to stay calm and just not drag players out of position. The first time over the top, to Drogba with Stingray.
Well, it's his trademark player, isn't it, Stingray there. He makes it 1-1 as we just jump off that game. And the only other update we haven't really given you as of yet is CHARIF against MARK11. I'm sure there'll be a lot of Moroccan fans that are tuning in right now, hoping that the Raja Casablanca man can continue the form that he showed last year after having such a good run in the FC Pro World Championship. Stingray's just...
Wait a minute.
Has he just scored 2 goals in 60 seconds? He might be on for a third Drogba.
Wait,
what have we missed? We saw Drogba make it 1-1, and we turned away for about 20 in-game seconds. We know a ruthless Stingray could be on a counter-attack with that first time through ball, in the air, where you can just every single time get an ongoing runner like a Didier Drogba. As we're seeing on the opposite side here.
Yeah, Virgil steps across. You can see Stingray as well. I spoke to him. He's using the 4-2-1-3. Hold that thought. We'll go back to the goals that he did score in this game. It was Drogba powering through, and this is why me and Tex were speaking about it in the early stage. Just the powerfulness of Drogba in behind. That's why he's favoured over the likes of Mbappe for a lot of players in the corner. Virgil van Dijk leaps, wins it. And Stingray takes the lead in that game. Almost got number 3 as well. He might just do, actually. Mistake just gone wide there from Stingray.
Over here. Oh, it's a red time finish. He was offside. Hernandez now. NiKSNEB just hasn't been able to find his feet so far. A goal before half-time would certainly bring some confidence. Goes for that green time finesse, which Courtois is...
Wow.
Giving us a few questionable saves here already today. We saw a few questionable saves in general at the qualifier a few weeks ago, Ryan, where Courtois was the most popular pick. Obviously, we're seeing a track star version of his in-game item, which was part of the restrictions this time round. We haven't spoken about this game too much. Here's an update from it.
I thought it was a pen.
I did for a second as well.
Yeah.
Free kick into the box. Drogba didn't have the chance before. Drogba does from there. Barring in. CHARIF leads by a goal to 0. I'm sure there'll be a few happy Moroccans watching until we show you this goal here as MARK11 says, how about that? Kenny Dalglish. Just a standard finesse from the edge of the box. Didn't even need to time that one, Green.
Yep, he's neat with it, Mark, with the step overs there, the cancellations and skill moves, gets it back to Kenny Dalglish. And again, as you mentioned, finesse shot plus playstyle is so good this year. Same with power shot playstyle plus. They're both very, very effective, but at this level, it's just about working the angle, though. I think that's the key part.
So right now in the game, what is the best playstyle plus?
For me personally,
the power shot or the finesse?
I'm saying power shot for me. But obviously there's other aspects. I'm sure Tex would disagree, he'd say finesse shot, but for me, power shot I think is the best right now.
Little chip over the top, finds to Hernandez again, who's just got so much pace down that left-hand side. What's even more interesting about Jafonso, across his whole drafted squad, he's got 10 goal players. There's surely a pass there. Yeah, of course there is. 4-0, he leads. He's playing out of his skin at the moment, Jafonso. But to the point I wanted to make, Ryan, out of the 8 million coin budget he's got, he's the player that's got the most gold items in the squad. 10 in total, 8 are in the starting 11. And you can hear in the background there, maybe a very frustrated NiKSNEB so far. You can understand why, Ryan.
Yeah, understandably so. I think that goal, he couldn't really do much before when he gave the ball away. CHARIF again, though, on the attack. Drogba just bundles past Saliba and a shot at the near post, taking the lead against Mark, and it's Stingray again. Gravenberch in possession, plays it into Schelling. Finesse shot, yeah, there we go. Green timed as well. 3-1. Stingray leads against FacuCowen.
What do you make of that pick as well? Schelling, brand new icon this year, the Swede down the left-hand side. A few of us were talking behind the scenes before we came out saying, is she the right pick in the team? I mean...
To be honest, with left midfielders in this game, of course you could go with Vinny, you can go with Rafa Leao, but I've not used Schelling myself, personally, but I understand it with the finesse shot playstyle plus. The idea is there from Stingray, and you know, when Stingray plays this year with the meta, he's got an idea in his mind and he sticks to it.
Well, this is live now. Last 2 minutes, he's rushed that, maybe ever so slightly. I know she just scored a finesse, but that was asking quite a lot from the Swedish icon. As you can see, these are the other 2 FC Pro Live items. Bino Gittens of Borussia Dortmund, who is one of the most expensive players in this group of FC Pro Live items, just going for around the 350k mark, just underneath last time I checked. Hello, reverse elastico, MARK11. He said he was one of the players to watch in this group, Ryan.
Yeah, he's dangerous mechanically, along with NiKSNEB as well. So it's a difficult one for their opponents to try and hold that thought for a second. Thought there could have been a bit of skill move there from FacuCowen, but it's difficult for the opponents to try and read everything MARK11 or NiKSNEB do just because of how well they utilise skills in the game.
Well, half-time in that game, 3-1 as you can see, after going 1-0 down. Stingray's been able to bounce back in a superb manner. Over here, though, Jafonso. He didn't qualify for last year's FC Pro Open. He wasn't involved at all. His season got going around the February-March mark, where he won the MLS all the way out in the United States. Took that momentum forward and had a fantastic run, not just in the FC Pro World Championship, but winning the EASports World Cup in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, which was the last event of the FC 24 season. Quick corner play, do you know where that one's going to go? A chance to ask you as well at home another question in the chat. We've just been speaking about play style pluses there. What's the most effective? What's your go-to? What's your favourite play style in the game right now? You are going to see a lot of power shot finesse. That long ball pass.
That's a big mistake.
This could be 5. We haven't even got to half-time. It should be 5, really. He's had 2 great chances there in the last few in-game minutes. Well, Jafonso's got NiKSNEB in whatever situation this is. He has to make the most of it and try and find a fifth or a sixth. Just been suffocated, and whatever press this is, he can't move. Jafonso, oh, that's clever. Towards the back post, Courtois keeps NiKSNEB maybe in this game. It's another chance for recycles. It is non-stop Portuguese pressure. The Jafonso finds a fifth.
See that ball? Oh my gosh. This ball right here, I'll be honest, if somebody at home tells me they saw that, you're lying. You didn't. This plays it in. This is a simple one, of course. Charlton across the face of goal. Sneb's not happy. He's not happy at all. And it's a tough one because when you're down by 5, let alone against anyone, against the ranked #1 player in the world, it's not only an uphill battle, but it's more or less done.
We can speak all we want about 9.5 here, Ryan. It gets to a point where mentally, from someone who's played such a long time in this e-sport, Ryan, you just check out mentally.
I just don't see Jafonso conceding 5. Jafonso he's very happy to slow the game down when he needs to and just keep possession. And yeah, I just don't see a way in which he concedes 4, let alone 5.
Added time of 2 minutes. Marek Hamsik as well. What a fantastic addition he's been to the game this year. His hero item, I think, is actually one of the most popular in the game. Surely not 6 before half-time.
He loves that ball over the top, though. It's been very, very effective for him in this first half.
Well, another update for you. It's kicked off in the second half, this one. Instant start. Stingray, 4-1 he leads. Let's join that game live just while we're in a pause. Before that, though, there is an update here as well. MARK11 has kicked off his second half in the best way possible. Team Footballers will be happy. Kenny Dalglish finds his second of the game. 3-2 he leads. This is live now, we're hearing. Just as our main featured game is in a pause. Jafonso, 5-0 he leads against NiKSNEB. Some of these results, Ryan, especially that Jafonso, I did not expect that start.
Just a man on a mission, to be honest. He's signed for his new club in EASports, of course, powered by Makers. CHARIF on the attack, though. Drogba's in the box, doesn't manage to play a lot over to him. I think the intention was to flick it over to Drogba, but it didn't work that way. Ball in behind there.
Hello, friends.
Well, as always, in typical FC Pro fashion, we always bring a guest on a half-time. I mean, I didn't invite this guest. He just picked up the headset and came over. FG, welcome in, mate.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm here to call out Stokes because I just went on the street and called me when he said I dressed like one. So yeah, I literally have just gone in the commentary box just to speak to him and tell him that I see him.
I saw you earlier. I'm sure you got another top you can change into, no?
Ryan, you know this headset? How do you get the headset on? Not ruin your hair.
You don't. It's done.
I think he's the only person I've seen wear a headset like that. Just get it on.
Just
get it on.
It's a bit deep, isn't it?
I just don't want to ruin the trip.
Right,
mate.
what we're going to do, FG, I'm going to give you my iPad. Don't drop it.
Thank you.
Twitch chat's open. Speak to the chat. Ask them some questions. Get them involved while we focus on our first round of action here.
Wow.
It will be hard to keep up on this. A lot of people say, what's the Mystery Nation?
Well, I mean, like you said, there's a hero. One hero with that nation. So if you're watching, that's all I know so far. Wait. Hello, Seth. How are you, mate? Oh, it's moving so quick, bro. Look how quick it's moving.
Oh, that shot
Marcus just timed it red, but the keeper went missing anyway. 4-2.
That shot cancelled from Mark there. And we'll see the replay of it. That was incredible. He mistimed it, which obviously he wouldn't have intended to. But when the goalkeeper moved from CHARIF like that, you kind of course, you go with the consequences. I still stand by the fact, though, Brandon, if a shot is red-timed, it should never go on target.
I agree.
That's me. But it's still the way he worked it. This is the talent in there. Stingray again on the attack. First time through ball. Drogba. He's going to power shot, isn't he? Oh, maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, no, I'm not wrong. Power shot. Drogba. 5-1.
He loves that Drogba.
Yeah. And there's a reason why Stingray is is one of the best plays. He's just utilising the meta of the game. It might not be pretty in some instances, but it doesn't matter. It gets him wins, it gets him the points.
I mean, what I will say as well, whilst we're watching all this action, is this chat is moving absolutely phenomenally. We see you all, we see all your comments, we're trying our best to read them. It's great to see so many people engage. How about we put some love in the chat for Mr. Brandon Smith, the best esports commentator in the world.
Crazy.
What a time to be alive. And he got a cake as well, and I'm definitely going to eat it.
Yeah, I had a couple slices already.
Yeah, we can't lie, it was a nice, wasn't it? It was a nice cake.
Congratulations again, Brandon. We see you all, by the way. Very, very well deserved. The best around by a country mile. Hello to everyone in the chat. Someone just called me Tiny.
Just a quick one, FG. We asked the chat, favourite play style plus in the game. Obviously, we understand that we're going to see a lot of power shot finesse here in the FC Pro.
Ping pass. Aaron knows.
You know what, right?
Aaron knows. Ping pass is serious, you know. Very serious.
You know what? I'm with Tex on this, and I'm saying finesse. You know what?
Okay,
you know what I'm saying
as well.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm as well. Right, so listen, because I can't do power shots.
Why?
Because I miss every time and can't green time. Yeah, mate, I'm with finesse.
So I agree. Power shot's so satisfying. The reason you miss, you got to aim it. It's manual aiming. You got to make sure it's on target at least.
Do you know what a power shot reminds me of?
What?
Game breaker.
I swear to you, I knew you were going to say that. I'm not even joking.
Soon the way of the game breaker, you break your leg. That's a serious throwback.
That shows your age, Brandon, you know.
I was just about to say, you get a bit old there, Brandon. I mean, a lot of people in the chat as well. Block Plus, Mr. Knight says long ball. Look how quick this moves.
Power header. See, the thing is, I'm seeing power header. Dead ball, if you're, you know what it is for. Dead ball, corners, free kicks as well. But the thing is, I feel like you can score free kicks and corners without them. Without dead ball, sorry. So it's a great play style, but
I'm surprised I haven't seen Aerial Plus mentioned enough in this chat. Because
give it a few months.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll be sick of it.
Levy David, over to you, my friend, with that Weghorst.
About Weghorst. We'll speak about that as well as this game continues to unfold. Let's leave this one from there. Go back to our featured game because Jafonso was 5-0 up. What a start he's had. The #1 ranked player on our FC Pro rankings. Nice. He has conceded. NiKSNEB has got a goal back, but Ryan, 30 minutes, a 4-goal cushion. No player at this level should be conceding that many.
No, of course, but it's a consolation in this game. But for the overall dynamics of the group, we don't know how important the goal difference would be when it comes down to it. So it's of course good to just get a couple back at least, try and save face a bit, give you confidence for the next round. And I'm sure NiKSNEB knows he didn't start as well as he would have liked to.
Let's talk about it as well. We've been speaking about it in the first half. The FC Pro Live campaign, FG. Where are you putting your money?
Well, I'm putting all my money in Nathan Ake because I'm very biased. But I really like that Weghorst. I really, really like Levy David as well. I mean, Jafonso's on fire as well.
Yeah, he's made me a lot of coins, to be honest. I've
made a few investments, haven't we, Ryan?
Cashed out already. 50k profit per card, I'm gone.
I want to know from the Twitch chat as well who you guys are investing in, because listen, I'm the type of guy to read something and copy you. So.
Hold on, this drop bus nuts. You see the pace? He's just got to pull away from the defence there. Heads it down, power shot into the corner.
CHARIF has just pulled one back there. 4 goals to 3. Again, 3 games taking place at the same time. If you have just tuned in, it's week 1 of our FC Pro Open for the brand new season. 8 weeks in total. And of course, our championship final moment will be on that weekend of the 1st of February. $500,000 prize. But what's the chat saying, FG? Have we got some suggestions coming in from the FC Pro Live items? Let us know. Who are you buying, investing? Who have you packed? Maybe I saw you pack one. Of course you packed the Man City one.
Yeah, I did indeed. I mean, Sam Morsey has said, Sam Morsey. Someone said, I sold Carvalho too early and won a more.
Listen, you got to take the profit when you see it. I'm with you.
Right?
Yeah, I'm with you.
There's some good shouts. You know, I mean, Bino Gittins is so good. I think we've not really spoken about him enough.
Yeah, I've got a couple.
You've been investing in everyone, right?
I've been investing. Seriously, I know my stuff. Trust me.
I see Pappy saying Gittins as well in the Twitch chat as well. It's great to see so many of you interacting. Please feel free to throw in as many questions as you want. I'm just going to keep jumping into the commentary.
So I'm looking at the screen here.
That Victor Osimhen is going to get so much love because it's a Galatasaray player representing a Galatasaray actual footballer. We've seen how crazy the Turkish community have been here following the FC Pro. They're going to go crazy for that Victor Osimhen.
That support was unparalleled. It was almost on the same level we saw last year with CHARIF in Morocco. The support is unbelievable.
Well, there is a Moroccan FC Pro Live item, isn't it? Amrabat, who CHARIF is representing here. Remember, 1 win tonight from any of our players will upgrade any of the FC Pro Live items, obviously the ones that they do represent, by a +1. Let's jump back to this one now. FacuCowen has scored that with David Ginola. 90 minutes left on the clock.
There's time. FG, random one. What's your favourite Shakira song?
You know what? I mean, That's the nation she's from, I love. You know, I'm a big Shakira fan, a massive Shakira fan, actually. But yeah, very random on that. Don't know what that's about.
Waka Waka. That's Shakira or
Again, showing your age, Brandon.
I think he's getting a bit old today. He's aged like fine wine, Brandon.
Let's jump over here for a split second. Hello, Travella. Timed, not even timed, to be honest, that one. 4 goals to 3. Mark's still in the lead. Quick corner comes in. Again, this is CHARIF here. We've got any CHARIF fans in the building tonight. Keep an eye on that chat, FG. I'm sure there'll be a few Moroccan spectators tuning in to follow their player who's taken so much support
I
the last 12 months. That was an idea there of the looping cross, was just a bit too heavy. That's in a pause now. Let's leave it and go somewhere else if we can.
But before we do, let's give a shout out to FCB fan 09 who highlighted his message and he said, Brandon,
what a legend.
I voted for you for the best commentator. What an absolute hero. We all voted.
Thank you very much.
You've not said it enough that you're the best commentator in the world.
You got to play it right. Technically, I've only got this for 365 days. So I need to enjoy it.
360.
Hold on.
Hello, what's going on here? FacuCowen? You mentioned this Drogba, Ian. They both got Drogba on the pitch here. Only a goal between those two. Remember, 9-minute halves here, just single matches. There's a lot of time.
Can we just have a moment to say that every time a goal's going in, Ryan is getting on his phone to try and invest in these players.
That, guys, I'm telling you.
Ryan, you're here to work. Ryan, you're here to commentate. You're not here to invest tonight.
We've got to get a camera on this, man. He's genuinely on his phone. I'm not even joking. He's on his phone, and I can see he's on the transfer list.
These coins don't make themselves.
Who are you investing in?
I got to sell my buy no Gittins now. Stingray's conceding. It's a bit too close. But listen, you got to cash in.
Last 10 in-game minutes here. Only a goal between them. There's that time. Green! Travella! And CHARIF makes it 4-4.
Can I just say to Richard and Buckley and Tex, who are laughing at me with the Travellas, I see you guys over there. See what I mean? The Travellas are dangerous. Hansen, back to Patchy. Hansen's open, green timed. You can't really do anything. Precision shooting as well makes it even more effective for those at home. You have to use precision shooting in these tournaments.
And a word, of course, on the following this man has got. The Twitch chat
has
just
exploded,
gone
hasn't it? With
crazy.
Fans that are going crazy for him. Keep in mind tonight, 5 rounds of action as well, and then we'll do it all again in 4 weeks' time. Every group will have 2 match days. Every Monday night, same time, same place here in London. Back to this one now. Final 8 in-game minutes, just over that. Jafonso is cruising to the most convincing victory I think we're going to be seeing tonight here. 5-2 he leads. Let's jump back to this one. We've got 2 games that are so tightly contested here. Only 1 goal between these two now. Stingray dispossessed. Big chance of FacuCowen now to come and counter-attack. And the chance goes nowhere in the end. Let's jump around again. 5 in-game minutes left here. 4-4. Have we got a winner in this one, or is it going to be a point evenly split between the two? Keep in mind, it's top 3 that go through out of the 6 to the knockout stages in the playoffs. That'll be February next year. Here is Mark looking to build up perfectly. Mbappe will delay and try and skill his way between 3 or 4 players. Be playing for the last attack here. Oh no, he's been dispossessed. Got to be careful with that through ball. Slightly rushed it. And the chance will fall back now the other way. For CHARIF, potentially for smash and grab in his opening matchup in the FC Pro Open. Let's see if he can make the most of it. Drogba Vinicius, couple of ball rolls to try and angle up the perfect pocket of space there. Steele is very much alive with this one. Goes all the way back to Zamproster, his Centurion pick. Again, part of the restrictions this week. An 8 million coin budget with a selection of different promo items that had to feature in the squads. Added time of 2 minutes, 1 minute gone already. Still in possession is the Moroccan, just waiting for that right chance to try and break forward. Full-time result about to come in on that game on the left-hand side of your screen. Jafonso is going to be a 5-2 victor, and we are going to be all square here. Ryan, 4-4 between the two, a point shared.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I think CHARIF done extremely well to keep possession that late on, done very well in possession, but he waited a little bit too late, and it gave sort of not enough time to push forward and probe to try and get the winner. But yeah, points are shared between CHARIF and Mark.
Points are shared, but what a game. Welcome
yeah,
to FC Pro.
Is that onside? Surely not. Yeah, offside. I was going to say. Game ends though, Jafonso 5-2 against NiKSNEB. It's a crazy start though from Jafonso. It was 5-0 up. Unbelievable start from him, from the world-ranked #1 player in this competition and in the FC Pro ecosystem. For NiKSNEB, of course, their games later on today still got 4 more opponents to try and get some points on the board from.
It's crazy because he could have easily come in today with so much pressure on his shoulders, Jafonso, and not been able to cope with it.
I mean, he coped, didn't he? I mean, what a start for him as well. A goal inside the first 2 minutes. Yeah, I mean, there's a reason he's world number 1.
5-0 up at half-time certainly helps your
yeah,
your opening
eases
game
the nerves, definitely. Stingray, though, the nerves will be on his shoulders now. He has to keep possession and just hope that even if he does give it away, he can defend resolutely and stop FacuCowen potentially scoring and equalising. It was 5-2 up, it's now 5-4.
Hello, FacuCowen, this is your last chance now to potentially find an equaliser at 5-5. Also, when that full-time result comes through, Fabio Carvalho, +1 upgrade, guaranteed. Massive chance drop was stopped in his tracks, and it's the Gravenberch FC Pro Live item that will give Stingray back possession. Just 2 minutes to see out his first win. And if you have invested in his FC Pro Live item, Bino Gittins, that's going to be a +1 upgrade for him as well. He's already over 300k on the market. He's going to get surely a little bit of an increase there.
Yeah, 450 to be precise, Brandon. 450.
Is he about to go up then in the next 10 in-game minutes? Probably, because it's a full-time result there. Stingray, 3 points on the board. FacuCowen bitterly disappointed, as you can understand.